Right?
3D.
3D.
It'll be a run through. I'm going to try it, and then we can go from there. Ready? And action.
Okay, here we are in the kitchen. Everybody knows probably the most important part about when you're cooking with chips is preparation and a clean cooking space. So if you want to see over here, we got all the ingredients, everything's ready to go. Just got to mix everything up a little bit.
And action.
Alright, here we are in the kitchen. And we're going to start the recipe for the Chips Castle burgers. And probably the key to when you're starting this recipe is make sure you have a clean working space and all your everything is ready to go, so you're not looking for pans and dishes. And Officer Squirrel, why don't you tell them what they're going to need at home to make this delicious recipe.
Alright, thank you, Officer Sweet Tips. It's pretty simple. You go down to Aldi, they have everything you need. I'd like to start out with Aldi's fabulous ground beef. It's not more than 5% fat. Aldi breadcrumbs, 2 eggs. Aldi also has Lipton recipe onion soup. You need a fork and a bowl, and it's only $15 for each package.
Oh, that is absolutely reasonable, absolutely. Now remember, everybody, please wash your hands before you start cooking, which Officer Squirrel has already done.
And make sure you have everything prepared, and lastly, bring out the meat. You don't want your meat sitting out all day. Just plop it right in that bowl. Everything's going in that bowl, so don't worry about a thing. Got that, Officer Sweet Tips?
Oh, God, yeah, that is delicious.
Alright, can you take this one too? Sure. Alright, on to the next task. 1 package of Lipton onion soup mix. This makes it just divine. Well, Officer Sweet Tips, do you have anything new on our playing schedule?
Well, actually, yeah, we're playing the funeral today. If anybody wants to get over there, it's over Clark and Broadway. At a funeral home over there. I can't really remember the name of the place, but we'll be there. Today is the 15th. I don't think anybody's really going to be able to get over there and see us. But we're actually, I think this has been a slow month for the band. So if anybody needs us, let us know. We'll show for you.
All right, our next ingredient, 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs.
Now I don't know if anybody can notice this, but this isn't a 1/4 cup holder. Officer Squirrel, he's eyeing this. This is how good he is at this.
And just kind of sashay it around the bowl.
There you go.
Thank you, Officer Sweet Tips. As you're sashaying, kind of stir it up.
Oh, God, that smells delicious.
While you're doing that, I think I'll throw a couple eggs in there.
And fast, nutritious. Oh, God, this is so easy.
Got a shell in there, but that's all right. All right, looks like we got our ground beef, our onion soup mix in there, our breadcrumbs, our water. Oh, forgot the water. How much do we need, Sweet Tips?
2 tablespoons. Officer Squirrel, why don't you let the people know how this recipe, how far back in your Squirrel
well, my
family
father was a sergeant back on the 13th precinct. This was very popular with him and the boys back at the cop house, as they'd call it, and they'd eat this on a regular basis, and they were happy.
Now, usually we cook 2 recipes on each show, but since we have to be at the funeral, we're only going to cook 1 recipe. Next week, though, I think we're going to have a special guest next week, making some ethnic dishes. Our old friend Rabbi Schwartzman.
Oh, the rabbi's stopping by.
Yeah, maybe we can even talk him to do a couple songs with us.
Well, that sounds like a great idea. Listen to that. That's how it should sound.
Okay, listen.
Sounds good.
I don't even know if I can wait till it's done.
You're not going to have to wait that long because it only takes about 10 minutes to cook it.
How's that? Is that good enough, you think?
And as we're speaking, we have our dinner rolls baking. Officer Sweet Tips and Officer Hot Green Magic over there.
Oh, that's hot.
We're working on those earlier. We'll get you the recipe for those.
Yeah, we'll show that on the screen later on, towards the end. Look at that. Ooh. There, almost. Okay, why don't you tell them what to do next?
All right, and basically all you want to do is get yourself some nice pans like these, and just basically divide it in two, and you want to just pat it in there. Pat it in there with your clean hands.
And what is the what should we tell the people to turn their oven on to?
400 would be sufficient.
400. Probably take those rolls out. Ouch.
So, Officer Hot Green Magic, why don't you tell the folks out there how you got connected with our precinct? Did you just get out of training?
The academy?
Fresh out of the academy.
Glad to have you along. We heard you were great.
We only
cook.
take the best.
Don't be afraid to use your hands either. Your best tool. Isn't that right, Officer Sweet Tips?
Actually, no. I would use a spatula.
All right, it looks like that one is about ready. Just kind of beat the meat down. Officer Sweet Tips, just by eyeballing that, does that look like about the right thickness of these patties?
They look about the right consistency. I think you've got it down.
I think the people at this funeral are going to love it.
Oh, they're in for a treat.
And there's kind of a secret to making Chips Castle burgers. To help them cook a little faster, you put some fork holes in them, and that'll aerate them. Alright, a little bit of that.
Delicious. You make it look so easy, Officer Squirrel.
It is that easy. And it's basically off to the oven.
And now how long will this have to cook for, Officer Squirrel?
No more than 10 minutes. So we'll say goodnight to this.
Alright, we need about 10 minutes. Let's see, what can we do for 10 minutes?
How about a song?
Should we play a song?
Let's do it.
Alright, let's play a song. Officer Green Magic, hot?